You weren't invited to dinner. Your brother's girlfriend doesn't like you. I stared at the screen, the message pulsing in my hand like a live wire. They didn't mention the $120,000. They didn't mention that their business still ran on my money. I typed one word, okay, and then I opened my laptop. 3 years earlier, it had been my father's voice that convinced me. It's a family dream, sweetheart, just a little help to get us started. The little help was my savings. Every cent I had from 10 years of working nights and eating noodles out of plastic bowls. I remember my mother hugging me, her perfume clinging to my jacket. We'll make you proud. I believed them, because that's what children are trained to do, believe. The first cracks. It wasn't one big betrayal, it was a series of small, quiet ones. Meetings I wasn't invited to. Financial updates they forgot to send. My brother taking credit for the marketing plan I wrote. Then came her, the girlfriend with the laugh that sounded like she was mocking someone in another room. She never looked me in the eye, never said my name, and suddenly family dinners started without me. The moment. That text was the last nail. Not because it was cruelty I could stomach, but because it was dismissive. A dismissal after I had built their foundation. I didn't yell, I didn't confront, I just started digging. The plan. I pulled up every transfer receipt, every email, every contract I'd saved just in case. 157 receipts. And I noticed something they hadn't. A clause buried in the original investment agreement. If any payments toward my agreed returns were missed for 90 days, I had the legal right to recall the entire investment immediately. They had missed 2 already. The third was due next week. I didn't wait. I called my bank, my lawyer, and 3 other people I trusted more than my own blood. I filed the recall. Every account they had tied to the business froze within 48 hours. The calls. The first one was my mother. Her voice trembled. "There's a mistake, honey. We can't access our funds." "Not a mistake," I said. "You can't do this." I already did. Click. Then my father. His voice was steel over fire. "You're destroying your own family." "No," I said, "I'm ending my part in it." The unraveling. By week's end, suppliers pulled out. The landlord locked their storefront. I knew because I drove by, watching from across the street as my brother argued with a padlock. The girlfriend stood beside him, arms crossed, finally looking worried. The confrontation. 2 weeks later, my parents showed up at my apartment. They looked smaller somehow. Worn. "We raised you," my father said, as if that was currency. "And I invested in you," I said. "This isn't what family does." "You're right," I said. "Family doesn't erase you because a stranger doesn't like you." Silence. They didn't apologize. They just left. The aftermath. I sold the debt to a competitor who had been circling their business for years. They took everything. Inventory, branding, location. The last time I saw my parents, they were working for someone else. I walked away with my money plus interest. But the real return wasn't financial. It was the look in their eyes when they realized I'd been quiet, not weak. Final thought. People think revenge is fire. It's not. It's water, cold, patient, and it erodes everything you aim it at. Until one day, it's simply gone.